Hello there. I'm Dr. Dolores Fazzino, nurse practitioner, medical intuitive, author, speaker, and coach. And I'm part of the Wellness Universe and a part of the Wellness Universe team of wellness experts. And first of all, I just want to say I'm not a medical doctor. So if you do need medical advice or medical help, I ask you to go and consult a professional. Well, we're in interesting times right now. It's hard to believe that we are in what we call a lockdown because of the COVID-19. And there's many other aspects to probably why this is happening. And I'm going to just share my perspective. Hi, Anna. How you doing today? You know what? I feel that humanity is on a trajectory to amazing and amazing things that are going to happen in our future. What we have right now in our world is not really working. And, sometimes the universe co-creates with us to allow us to create something different. And I believe this COVID-19 is just one of those aspects. Now, just a little bit of a history here. We know that we've been on a trajectory of just doing. How many of you have been involved with being so busy in your life that you're on this merry-go-round and you need to get off of it, but you just don't know how? I see COVID-19 as being one of those interesting aspects that has allowed us to completely shut down in the doing mode. So it's really allowing us to learn more about being. And I've talked about doing and being for many, many, many years. As an intuitive, I've kind of felt that this was where we were heading way back when, and to see this come to fruition, it's kind of interesting to witness. How many of us have been going to a job that maybe we don't like? We're constantly busy, especially if you have children. You're always in motion. And you're taking them to the next and greatest thing and doing the next thing that you need for them. You're working maybe one job, maybe several jobs to make ends meet. And it's like you're constantly in motion. And then when you go into your job, it's like your employer's expecting a lot out of you. It's almost to the point where they're expecting, I call it blood out of a turnip, where there's like nothing more to give, but they're still expecting you to give beyond what you can. And what I've witnessed is that we have really come to a time where that type of doing has set in motion a lot of stress and anxiety and fear for people. Stress and anxiety because they're in fear that they're going to lose their job or they're not doing something right. And we know that stress really impacts our health. When we are in a stressful state, we are depleting our vitamins, we are depleting our energetic being, lowering our frequency and vibration, which allows us to get sick. It's an energetic match for a low vibrating virus like COVID and COVID-19 to hop on board and take over. So what I'm saying right now is this is really a gift having this situation, because the first time ever in humanity's history, everything is in a lockdown, not just domestically, but internationally. We need to just sit back, take a deep breath, and just know that, number one, we are going to get through this. Number two, we're going to see our world in a different way, place, or form. But also, it's about learning how to be in the present moment. Because when you are in the present moment, that's all that matters. You're not in fear, you're not in anxiety, you're just being. When you're being, you are in your physical body. Believe it or not, that's how you get into your physical body, is by being. So for many people, I've been witnessing a lot of people having a struggle with not being in motion. Whereas, they feel like they can't sit still. And it's like, I ask you one question, is like, what's your relationship with yourself like? Do you keep busy to avoid being by yourself, maybe? Or you're afraid to be by yourself because you don't know what that's going to be like and it's kind of scary? This is the perfect time, as we are in a reboot, recharge, and a redirecting of our energies to sit back and do reflective time. If you are running away from yourself, maybe it's time to ask the question, why am I running away from myself? What is so scary about being with me? Is there something that I'm not liking about myself? If that's true, just be with it, love it, and embrace it for what it is. We have been so fragmented in our personalities and in our aspects of who we are that it's very difficult for us to be by ourselves. It's not in our culture. Our culture says you have to be busy, you have to be constantly in motion. That is not true. And then they wonder why our society is sicker than it's ever been. When we come into ourselves and be by ourselves and establish a relationship with ourselves, we learn how to love, appreciate, and accept ourselves just the way we are, because we're perfect and complete just as we are. And a lot of times we want to push that away and say, no, 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 I don't want to look at that. But I'm asking you, anything that's coming up for you, being an emotion, a situation, is just ponder it like a curious child. Maybe become friends with it. Start to send love and appreciation from your heart space to those aspects. So you're allowing yourself to come within yourself, to have that relationship and calling back all those pieces of who you truly are that have been left out in different aspects, part of your work, part of your, with your kids, calling back all your pieces to you so you can become complete and whole within yourself. Now, let's just talk about 3 quick ways that you could help yourself ground into your physical reality. Number 1, just appreciate and be grateful for everything that you have. That in itself is going to raise your frequency and your vibration and allow you to attract more and more of things to be appreciative and grateful for. It's that simple, really. Number 2, see what you could do on a daily basis just to step outside in nature. If you can and you're able to, go barefoot in the grass if you have grass nearby. If you're in concrete, still go barefoot. But just allow the earth's energy to come in through your feet and move up your physical body. This is one way of grounding you into the present moment and keeping you right here, right now. Look at the beautiful flowers. I'm here in Sedona right now on a writer's retreat, and I have these beautiful birds in the background that are singing, and I'm just enjoying it. I have the Oak Creek really right outside my door, literally, and I hear that rustling. So listen to nature, be within nature. And lastly, just do what you can to love yourself. Self-care right now is the utmost importance. It's a priority. And it's not the manicure, pedicure, haircut, massage. We can't do that anyway. We're on social isolation. It's really about just being with yourself. You know what? Listening and being able to develop your intuition, to listen to that inner voice within yourself, because that's your guide and your aspect of you that's going to lead you to the next steps you need to take. I invite you just to spend 5 minutes a day to start. Just sit in silence and just focus on your breathing. With that in mind, I have a guided meditation on my website, DoloresFazzino.com. It's free. I invite you to go to that, and it's about grounding in multiple dimensions. And this is about a 7-minute meditation. Anybody could do anything for 7 minutes, okay? And this is going to allow you to get into your physical body and grounded. Because when you're in your physical body, it doesn't matter what's going to happen tomorrow. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. You are right here, right now, in the moment. And that's all we have right now. We are being presented a situation where that's the only thing that matters now, is how you are being, and being is in the moment. So once again, just a reminder, just be appreciative and grateful for everything you have. That increases your vibration and your frequency. Number 2 is I'm losing my mind here. I'm listening to the birds. Squirrel. Anyway, it's about just being in the present moment, doing what you can, a meditation to ground you in the present moment, and just allowing yourself to love and appreciate who you are. These are the most important things you could do right now in this moment. And so if you need any questions or anything answered, I'm just going to scroll down here. Thank you, Stacy, for joining. Giovanna, thank you. Anna, thank you. Jim Phillips, thank you. Thank you all for being here. I so appreciate you. And you know what? We're going to get through this. You know, it's just a little bump in the road in the bigger scheme of things. And I invite you just to be in the moment, because that's all there is this present moment. And enjoy everything, because you know what? Life is precious. We don't know what's going to happen, 10 minutes, a day, a year from now. You could be here one moment and gone the next. So make this moment count. Take care now.